Hello, the internet. Welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, and today we're gonna be talking a little bit on the review for Alice. All right, so if we can read and we go Alice, of course, we have our new Wonderland bunny. That's what we're gonna be talking about. Not this tier list either. Here, Nike. So we're gonna be going into, of course, the website, right? The best website for Nickel resources, lutanwaifus.com. You can visit if you have any questions regarding the tier list, regarding the placement of the units, the reviews, etc., how to invest in them. You can. If you don't like the website for whatever reason, I recommend you check Sky's spreadsheet because it's golden. All that said, right before we start, leave a like, subscribe. This is gonna be a longer-ish review. Tomorrow I will make the 1 or 2 minute version of this for people who don't want to watch the whole thing. So, all that said, let's get started with Alice. Should you pull for her? Is she good? Is she worth investing in? And the reality is that the shotgun team is not worth investing in right now for 99% of the people, but Alice is, because she will be able to fit in more teams, not only in the shotgun meta. She is an actual good healer. She's a really good healer. Let's start with the investment and then we'll go into the pros and cons. So when it comes to investments, skills for any or for most people, all right, you should be going 4-7-4. Now, the skill 1 at level 7, you could take this long term to like 7-10-4 if you need more heals. If you feel that level 4 is not healing enough, you can take it to 7, but it's a lot of resources. Same for skill 2. The max ammunition capacity is what we're looking at, right? This max ammo and the instant reload. It's really good, but taking it to level 10 for most people is going to be really expensive. Burst is good, but the amount she recovers, since it's only every other rotation, it's good enough just with a level 4 because it's like 20% and a 99% HP potency. That's huge. You could go also to 7 long term, like 7, 10, 7, but again, it's a lot of resources. My suggestion, 4-7-4 low investment, and if you can afford or want to go all in, I will say 7-10-4/7, depending how much heal you need every 40 seconds, right? For the extra HP potency and the recovery there. So that's for the skills. When it comes to the pieces of equipment, Sefhi, what are we looking for on overloaded gear? Okay, she's an SMG. She's supporter. You literally do not care what she gets. She sucks. There is no SMG in this game that will be dealing good damage. Oh, Sefhi, Solin, shut up. Solin, it's XD. Solin, it's a meme. Yes, a couple of people are working on it. Literally 2 people, okay? So for SMGs, I will say not worth overloading. Of course, the increase in combat power you're getting is super big. So for solo raids, people will be overloading her. The only thing you care is max ammunition. The rest, you can literally ignore what she's getting. If you want to go for attack, if you want to go for kill, like, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you're getting max ammo so she keeps shooting for longer and can be proccing this skill 1 without or more consistently, thanks to not having to reload or wasting time. And speaking on reloading, when it comes to the cube, you want to go resilience. You can go, however, also Vigor. Also, let me level this up. You can go Vigor if you want, or you could go also Bastion, depending on how many lines of overload she's getting with max ammo. Those are the alternatives, right? Resilience, and then if not, you go Vigor and Bastion. So that's for like the investment itself on Alice. Now let's talk a little bit about the pros and the cons of this girl, and then we'll go over compositions and a couple more interesting facts about the new bunny girl. So first of all, pros. She doesn't make shotgun teams hit harder, but now you have a full functioning team until Shift Up decides to release a shotgun with cooldown reduction. Because the moment they decide to release an actual unit with CDR for the shotgun composition, it will change how it works, because now Soda is actually getting displaced or misplaced from there because you're wasting time and you're wasting rotations. The reason as to why she's hitting so hard right now is because she can take advantage of the extended full burst duration, but if they release a CDR unit, you would be losing time, but you could be doing more bursts over a 3-minute fight instead, right? So right now it's pretty good, but the moment they release a CDR unit that can fit in the shotgun meta, everything will change again. Now, even if she does not make them hit harder, she helps Tove and Leona because both are water units with their stacks, all right? So she's going to be helping both Tove and Leona actually hit harder, or not hit harder, sustain their books a lot more easier. She is not necessary for the team, and she can be replaced with another B3 if you need more damage, but she will play a huge role if the supports are also water. Now, even a low investment on a skill 1, she's pretty good too as a healer, pretty consistent heals as well, because it's an SMG, it's shooting really fast, and if you overload her, she only gets better. So in that regard, that's pretty nice. Also super important, but she does not compete with your other Burst 1 unit, meaning that you can pair her with any burst 1 and she will not interfere or steal their burst because she re-enters burst 1. This for a healer, it's super important because she doesn't have any buffs but you can still get the buffs from your other B1. So that's amazing. The only downside, if you will, is that now you have to play 2-1-2, but we've seen this already with Tianaga, so it's not a big deal. Also super important that people were testing this, and we did this on stream, but she can sustain her own stacks of Carrot Party here on skill number 1 on her own without any buffer, without allies that duplicate this stack count. She will be able to sustain this on her own for the HP potency on the verse when Carrot Party is fully stacked. Since this is only every other rotation, she's able during a 3-minute match to sustain this on her own. Most likely, if you have to take cover often or if you have to stop shooting, she might have some troubles in there depending on the fight, but overall she can sustain this on her own. That's pretty nice. And then lastly, she works with Crown, and this is important because she is the best buffer right now in the game. She will be able to proc skill number 2 when it comes here to activate, when recovery takes effect, affect all allies, attack damage increase 20%. She will have 100% uptime on this skill if she's paired with Soda and another big one. So that's pretty nice to take into consideration as well. Now going to the cons and where she lacks a little bit. So first of all, her healing output is good, but it's not enough to sustain units like A2. So for example, mode B, you will not be able to sustain. This is normal. Most healers cannot keep up with her. She will be able to, for a little bit, maybe one rotation, 1.5, keep her alive, but then she will fall off the 50% threshold. So she cannot keep up with her. She is good enough, Alice, to sustain some units like a Scarlet, for example, right? Scarlet also likes to, cut in herself a little bit. She will be able to sustain her in that regard, but it's not enough for units like A2. Now, as a support, also something important is that she's tied, not tied, but you prefer to be using Alice where there are support units that are water and that also have stackable buffs. And that's why she works so well with Leona and Toph, but she will have travels, or not travels, but she's losing some value when you take her out of that element. Now, even outside of the element, like I was saying previously, she's good. She will have no problems as a healer, just chilling there, passively healing your team, right? But when you take her out of water teams, she's losing her skill 1, or the second part of her skill 1. And then lastly, and this is probably the most important one, but it's not worth investing on a full shotgun team right now. Shift Up thinks we get enough resources. Clearly, they test their own game, right? Because we do not get shit. There is no way we can build 5 units for a shotgun team that will see only usage on raids, on some raids, not even always. Alice, in my opinion, is going to be worth more investing than Soda. I actually fully invested in my Soda, not in the skills, but I went ahead and fully overloaded her. It was kind of a waste of resources because I don't really care about the raids, but I wanted to properly test against my mate Privacy. Now my Alice is not invested and my Soda will see no usage. But if I have to pick one, I will go for Alice over Soda 100%. I will make a video, however, because even with how decent she is as a healer, it's not worth getting either. I will say it's better to keep saving. We should be getting Clay after this banner and then Summer because they changed the schedule, so we'll see. But of course, Summer's units, we already know that there is a couple that are really good that you should be saving for, and then we're getting at least 2 more. So in that regard, I will say wait and put them on the wish list. They are not limited. There is no rush. Now, I am a hypocrite. Kind of. Let me see where my background is because I got kind of lucky and I couldn't help myself, all right? I saw Booba with Bates and I was like, damn, son. So here we are. All that said, that is going to be the guide for Alice. Let me know, guys, if you have any questions in the comments. Share and like, as usual. Help me out, bossos. Love you all. Thank you to my Patreons for making this content possible. We're going to be live when this video is up. Come say hello. We're going to be watching a match between Toho and Nikke football. Good luck with your pool data rates. I'll see you in the next one. 役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことです。